you a chance to win it. Let me see. I'll give you, how about we start out with 1,000? Is that fair enough? Yeah. Here's the way it's played. I'm going to do this one time. And I'm going to tell you, it's the same thing you go through with music. I got 1,000 here. I'll pop you another 1,000 here. Let me explain how the game's played, okay? I'm going to give you this money, unless. Now here's the unless. I want you to get the unless right. Because somebody said here today, said, I'll bet you never give that money away. That's not true. I give it away a lot. In fact, I think probably in the last 6 months, I've given away 4,000 or 5,000. Now, some people get 300, some people get 7, a couple people get 2, and all this. So a lot of people don't get in it. Here's the way the game's played. Now, I want you to understand, every time somebody talks or breaks eye contact, I just take 100. Whatever you got left at 8:30, you can have. And it's not my money anyway, so I don't care. I mean, just give it away, right? Now, you want to play yes or no? Yeah! Now, I want you to understand that there were 100 right there for sure, guys. See, as good as you are, and I talk about this group, I'll be other places, and usually I work with high school people, and I'll tell them, oh, our school can't do this, and our school can't do this. I go, I got a crew of friends out Long Island at a middle school that can do it. Oh, I do know. Yeah, I know. But I'll tell you what, you're good enough that when one of you makes a mistake, it shows up like that. It's just cost you $100 right now. My concept for you would be, don't lose it. In music, it's so much different than anything else. I'll be real honest with you. In algebra, you don't want to do one, don't do it. You don't hurt anybody but yourself. You don't want to turn in the history test, don't turn it in. You don't hurt anybody but yourself. In music, one of you messes up, we all do it again. So mad. I go, okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Pretty soon I'm like, no, let's not do it again. And that's the way the game works. Now, if I could just get y'all just to turn around here, like if you're sitting, you know, like facing that way, just flip around here. I'll give you a chance to do some more. Good time. Practice it. All right, let me see how fast you are. I want to go faster than you go, but I want to go as fast as you. There were another 100 things, guys. Appreciate it. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but each time I've popped you, each time you've lost, it's been in the same place. That's called a weakness. Don't do that. Take the money. How about I give you a chance to win some back? Yes or no? What? Okay, good. Do this for me. I'm going to go. Just get your hands like this. I gotta go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, clap right in that spot. Here we go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Tell me on anybody's capability. You don't do that? Okay, I'll tell you what. If I do it and you all make it, I pop you 100. Try it. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Good, you spend $100. You're like crap. But if you miss it, I take it. So watch it, because that can show up at any time. All right? You're like, I want that money. One of the things you got to figure out about music is it's not I me, it's we us. There went 100 on eye contact, thanks. You just lost the one you earned. And you know what? This is what's neat about this whole thing. It's not because you wanted to lose. It's because somebody doesn't understand how important they are. When you play this great thing called Music Man, everybody's varsity. Everybody is top ranked, first line. And if one of you drops, it'll cost y'all. So let me see how fast you are. That's the fun of this thing. Where are the 7 figures in here? What do you have, 6, 7, 8, 9? Where's 6? 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. What happens is the older we get, the less we'll participate. The 6th graders in here, I can get to do anything. Honestly, I can get them to walk on the ceiling and like, get up there. Oh, yeah, they're trying anything, right? 9th graders, be cool, man. Somebody could see me. See, I always like this thing. I always like this. The older you get, the dumber we get about things, right? You ever go to a dance and watch people not dance? Is this the stupidest thing in the world or what, right? Here we are, we got all the guys standing on this side of the room, all the girls with their hair higher than a shark's fin stand on this side of the room, right? And then you get one of the guys, you got a few girls out there doing their hot, slick disco moves that they choreographed that afternoon. Then you get one of the guys that goes, I'm gonna go for it, I'm gonna go for it. All his buddies like, you won't go, you chicken, you won't go. All right, jump! I'll go. Then you gotta do the guy walk, man. Right? You don't just like walk over and go, hey, you wanna dance? It's like a whole ritual here, right? Here I go. Now, does he ask the girl he wants to dance with? Yes or no? No, he asks the one he thinks will say, Yes, because that's what he wants to see. He wants all his buddies to see. So he goes up to this little girl, he goes, you want to dance? She's petrified. He goes, no. He's shocked now, and he's like, I'll give you money. I'll do anything. Please don't say no. I don't want to dance. Now, you know why? He can't ask another girl, because that's second choice. So the only thing left for him to do is walk back, right? With all his buddies over here going, duh, you got shot down, right? Crap. He walks away and goes, oh crap, right? Then what happens is, he says in his mind, I will never do this again. I will never go over and ask a girl to dance again because everybody's making fun of me. And it's the most condescending humiliation that I'm ever going to have in my life, blah, 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 blah. So as a result, he stands on the sideline and makes fun of everybody else the rest of his life. You ding-dongs, then you never get to dance. That's stupid. Go for it. Well, she says, no, go, great. You lost. You, until you find somebody who will. Now, I want to see how fast you are, because I want to show you what's going to happen. There are 100 things. You know what? You should take the money. And you know what you're going to say? You're going to say, I want the money. And I'm going to say in music, it's not I. It's we or it's nobody. We either all do it or not. You know, how many of you are chorus people? You know what? We don't hear those of you who sing, right? We see the one that stands up on the back of the riders and falls off. That's the one we remember, right? You band people, we don't hear the right notes, we hear the wrong notes. So, I mean, it's just a different set of responsibilities. Let me see how fast you are. Take your hands, put them like this. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, clap. When I say clap, clap your hands. So if I say 1, 2, 3, I didn't say clap. Now, doesn't the little voice in the back of your mind go, I'm not playing your game anymore now. That's right. Let's do it again. Don't miss it this time. Don't clap till I say clap. 2 of them just went by, you missed both of them. You're like, crap. Don't miss it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Clap. Yeah, but see how weak it was? It's like, oh, no. Do it again, don't miss it. Don't clap till I say clap. There, now you're dead. Now, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Clap. Better. Now, every time I say clap, you're going to go, you got to be there on it, though. See, it's like hard to do. You're like, oh, God, you go so fast. Good, thanks for the 100. Watch. Hey. Yeah, see, if I advertise it, you'll find, aren't you? If I go, opportunity, don't miss it. Don't miss it, you ding-dongs. Take the money. You know what? You're going down about 300 now. If I were you, I'd take it. Every group breaks down like this. I love it. I just love it. Particularly music groups. You got the 10% in here who are leaders. 10% of you never do anything wrong. I mean, that top 10%, I think they wake up with good breath. I mean, they're just incredible people. And they're always the people, you know, when a teacher goes, today we're going to have a pop quiz. And they're like, oh, what a mental challenge. I'm always like, shut up. You know those people? I love those people. Right? Then you have 80% of the group that are followers. What time does the bus go? Ask a stupid question. Shall we bring our instruments, the band? What a stupid question that is, right? Then you got the 10% down here. Thanks for the 100 guys on eye contact. Appreciate it. Get expensive, isn't it? You know what I like? You know what I like about you? You're starting to get hostile now. You're like, who's doing that? I want that money. Then the bottom 10% that I call the I me people. Like, you know what? That's the people that control, unfortunately. So I'm looking for that 90% for one time to stand up for what you believe in. Instead of just sitting back and taking it. I mean, come on, this is your choir, this is your band. It's not even the school's, it's yours. But you know what? If we just step back and we just go through that sort of like, you know, all right, nobody's going to come and fix it. I just love those people who think someday the good fairy's going to come and fix it all. They're not going to come and fix it. You're going to fix it. This is your group. So let's see. It's just like every time I say clap. You're like, is that game still going on? Absolutely, it's still going on. Watch this. Good, you just made 100. Don't lose it. So you want to see what you got left? You're like, God, I want that money. You know, the other day I gave away 700. It was incredible to watch the group because once they won it, they weren't sure what to do with it. They said, well, if we divide it, it's only going to be about $4 a piece. 3, 6, 9. You're only 100 down from where we started. So don't lose it. So you want to play a game, yes or no? You want to play a game and win some money? Yes! Yes! Are people stupid? There are people do stupid stuff.
I was telling the group last night, I had some of you in there last night. I love to watch. Do you ever watch people, like, speak to animals in full sentences? Is this stupid or what? Like their dog will come in and go, hey Buster, get in here, Buster. Buster, don't you ever go out and chase that cat again. Do you understand me? No, the dog doesn't understand. The dog doesn't have a clue what you said. Here's what the dog heard. Hey Buster! And so I love people who talk to television sets. Like they'll watch Jeopardy and they yell the answer, you know. It was Magellan! Like the guy in Jeopardy's gonna go, thank you. Who was Magellan? You know, so I'll play this game with you. But to play this game, good, thanks, that's 100 on my file. See? You're like, I wasn't ready. Precisely. You don't know. See, do you think, for heaven's sakes, that they go, here it is, this is the opportunity, here it is. No, nobody's going to do that for you. People are going to make it in this room, and people who are constantly ready for that opportunity. I mean, it's so obvious. But most of us only want to do what feels good. We don't want to do the stuff, and I'll be real honest with you. You want to get there, 100 on eye contact, thanks. See, you understand you're all controlled by the weakest person? You're like, oh, everybody's got a responsibility. Everybody in this room counts. Everybody makes a difference. And you can make a difference either on the top side or the bottom side. And people don't get that. People just think that it's just like going to fall in their lap. It's not going to fall in their lap. I'm sorry. I wish it would. I wish it would for me too, but it doesn't. So anyway, this whole thing about will we go to the highest level? I don't think there's anybody in this room, if I say, do you want the choir to be good? Everybody's going to put up their hand. Do you want the band to be good? Everybody's going to. Do you want the orchestra to be good? Everybody's going to put up their hand. How do we get it there is the trick. And I'll tell you what, if you really want it to be good, there's absolutely no, and you know what? You're way ahead of every other middle school going. Understood. I'll give you one, I didn't catch anybody. I'm not sure you all made it, but I didn't catch anybody. You're already at the top of the scale. I gotta be real honest with you. I only know about 3 other middle schools across this nation who operate at the level that you do musically. But if you want to go higher, and it's possible to go higher, we gotta do this thing now. So, let me just do this. Let me cut this. Can I just make a little aisleway right down here? You just show me which side you're on. Okay, good. I was doing this last night. I want to see how good you really are. Now, if you want to play this game, I got to get everybody in the game. You sure you want to play? Yes or no? Sure? Okay. Now, if somebody goes, won't play, I will tell you they will control the game. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Let's see how good you are. When I say go, wherever my slice is over here, I would like this half of the room to make a circle of human beings around this group of chairs. I would like this half of the room to make a circle of human beings around this group of chairs. Now, the first group that gets there and has total silence, now get the total silence part. First group that gets there and has total silence is going to pick up the first 5 points of this game. Now, I'm going to tell you, we're going to move in this game. Understood. I'll give you another 100 on that. I think you just went over the 1,000 mark. You literally can run this up to $2,000 before it's over with. Now, first group to get there and have total silence gets the first 5 points of the game. Ready, go. Has to be single file. Gotta make sure everybody's in there.
Oh, you guys.
Look, has to be single file. We have a human blood clot over here, right? Look, people trying to tell them. Thanks, yeah. They're going to finally figure it out. Everybody else is going to grow together, right? Okay, well, look up here a second. Let's talk about this game. Because what I want to do is just see how high I can run this group. I just want to see, for 1 second, if we put all the energy in one place at one time, how high we can run it. First name is Anthony and Jennifer. Anthony and Jennifer, you guys are going to help me out. You notice you still don't have this group in single file. You have not taken care of your responsibilities over here. You're assuming somebody's going to fix that for you. Nobody's going to fix it for you, any more than they're going to fix it for our orchestra band. It has to be single file. And when everybody else is willing to move and make space for the rest of the people around you, that's what's going to, thanks, I got 100 out of that. That you're like, oh, Tim, I wasn't ready for that. Precisely. Okay, good. Now, Jennifer and Anthony, okay, you guys are going to help me out. When I say go, you're going to say 1. The person to your right is going to say 2, the next person is going to say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're just going to number around the circle. When it gets back to you, simply stop. Your job is to know what the person on your left's final number is. Okay? Ready, and go. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how this works out. Not bad. Good group. Everybody's pulled back so far.
56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 62.
Got her covered, Anthony? Okay, buddy. Now, I want you to know that you see that you can't start until they finish. So we're held hostage right now. Okay? What'd you get, Anthony? 80? How many? 98 and 80. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. Go be on that team just before the jacket. Just before the jacket, okay? Go be on that team and reset your circles. You're going to come up, jacket. You're going to come up, right? That's where the break is. Okay, now look up here a second. On that trip, thanks for the 100. Look up here a second. You're like, dang it, missed it. See, most of you are getting it. And if you haven't figured this out, the way I play the game is I always look for somebody that's not right on the edge of my nose. By the time I sing it, they can't get it up. Okay, now we've got the same number on each team. Okay, now this is important that you understand this. It just took you 1 minute and 36 seconds to number off. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. Now we're going to race with it. Hold up your hand if you're on the best side of this room. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I always like watching people don't hold their hands up like, no, our side's stupid, Tim, right? So we'll see which is the best side. Okay, first name is RJ and Teresa. RJ and Teresa. This is what you're going to do. When I say go, you're going to take the word yes and give it to the person to your right. They're going to pick it up and give it to the person to the right. They're going to pick it up and give it to the person to the right. So it's going to go around sort of like this. Yes, 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 so forth. Now, 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, people can't, thanks for the 100. 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 people can't say yes together. Whoa, there went some down there. Want to help me pick those up? Everybody's like, hell no. Okay? The person, as it goes around, everybody's got to get it. Now when it comes back to you, Teresa, right, and RJ, when that last one comes back to you, I want you to turn and face me, and if you're the captain, then scream stop at the top of your voice. First one to get it back will win, okay? Don't forget that minute and 36 seconds, okay? Face the center of your circle. Let's find out who the winner's going to be. Ready, and go! It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Get a winner. Get a winner. Scream it when it hits. Scream it when it hits. That's it! Over here. All right. Now, you know what? It took you 1 minute and 36 seconds to number off. That took you 21 seconds. You improved by 1 minute and 15 seconds. You're like, crap. Really? That's it. Understood, thanks. Let's see if I advertise it here, okay. Right? Now, when you yell stop, RJ, it was about 3 people off. Now, first of all, look, and there's a wonderful thing in the Japanese culture called Kaizen. It's the ability to constantly improve what you're doing. So did you just go, yes? Or did you go, yes? Did you pick it up and pass it, or did you just do it? Did you play it double forte, or did you just do it mezzo forte? Yes. Yeah. It's the way you're going to learn to kiss. Gotta get in there. Gotta win 2 to make it a championship. You got 1, pal. Do or die on this team, Teresa. Here we go. Ready? Load them up. And go! know the problem is? Let me tell you the problem. You're good at the game. You're good at the game. Score's 1-1 right now. You're good at the game. One of the problems is that you lose focus. Like you do your part, and then some of you want to talk to your friends or look around. You're in the game the whole time. Some of you get real excited and get over enthused, and you lose, the ability to do it there. Or some of you just go like, and you throw it. Okay, get a winner this time. Now I'm going to tell you, I'm going to upgrade the game. If you cheat during the game, I give the point to the other team. Crap. Okay, load it up. And go. That's it, you got it. That's good. Now, let's change the key signatures. Let's upgrade the game, thanks. You're like, no, Tim, we got that one, didn't we? You go, most of us did, most of us doesn't count. Everybody's singing or playing in the key of G. You got one person that's in the key of B flat that's going to show up. Captain, the word is no. It can only go left. As soon as you get it back, you'll stop. You only need to win one. Now, look how some of you are standing in or out of the circle of people. Like you kind of do your own thing. Doesn't work. You're either part of it or you aren't. In this case, this band of people controls you. Ready, and go! It's gonna be close, it's gonna be close. You're off about a quarter of a second, that's all. You know what? And now, you know what could have controlled the game? One person going, no. That would have done it right there. That would have controlled the game negatively. So that's how good you are. Well, you want to upgrade, yes or no? Okay, good. Captain. This can only go to your right. As soon as you get it back, you'll stop. You need to win two. I'll give you that one. I didn't catch anybody. I thought I had somebody. You made 100. Watch it. You know one of the other things. How many, just look up here for a second. How many of you know that when people talk during rehearsal, it slows down the forward progress of the group? Yeah, there's no question. That extra stimulus keeps the group from getting better. How many of you wants the groups to get better? Good. How many of you have people that talk during rehearsal? How many wish they'd shut up so you could get the job done? How many of you talk during rehearsal? Okay. As soon as you get it back, y'all stop. Load them up. Did you hear that talking? That's what keeps you from getting better. Ding-dongs, don't do it. Anyway, get as good as you can get. You don't need to practice, you'll do it. I'm just waiting for you to get ready. Go! It's gonna be close, it's gonna be close, it's gonna be close. Oh, it's going to be real close. It's going to be real close. Oh, one. Only one person. Okay, you got to win two. Win this one, you got it. Do or die. You're getting smart. You just refocus pretty darn fast. That's good. Go! Oh, you're out. 1-1's the score. Let's get it. Good, thanks. You go, oh, yeah. That was real good. I know, it just wasn't good enough. Ready? Doesn't count unless you hit the target. Now, their temptation to cheat now will be incredible. Trust me, don't cheat. I'll give the point to the other team. Go. Now, if you're a real insecure person, you go, oh, they had to cheat. They had to cheat, right? Now, let's upgrade one more time. Captain and captain. This can only go to your left. You know what you just did that was incredible right then? The whole group was focused on instructions. Man, if you do that in class, you go to the sky, okay? This can only go to your left. As soon as you get back to El Scott, you win too. It just took you that long to get set. That's about 8 seconds to get set. 8 seconds times 160 people. A lot of time. Come on. Go. Stop. Start again. Cheating. Both sides. You can't clap till the person beside you claps. Ready? And go. Very close. Very close. Pretty close. Oh, good, good, good. That's it. Oh my Lord, you're so close. Okay, win this when you got it. You're like, oh no, forget that. You're getting close. Here we go. Takes an awful long time for you to get ready. Go! You got it. You got it. Yeah, you got it. Just over here by a hair. It's like, stop. That's all. 1-1's the score. Let's get it. Look out for a second, gang. Let me give you a clue about something. Some of you do this. You do it all I me. You go. And you like put a wall on each side of yourself. Like you do the gig. Like you play the part. But you don't do it to help this person or this person. You're not ready to pick it up and pass it. That's going to save you an incredible amount of time. We'll win the game literally for your life. If I take care of this person on this side of me, and this person on this side of me, all of a sudden I got 2 people in my game. If I do just my own thing, nobody's going to follow me. I can't pick up on the extra power there. Ready, and go! You're good. You're good. You're good. That's good. Now, let's get this thing up. Good, to a high level, thanks. I'm going to give it back to you. Let's get this thing up to a high level. I want someone in this team that wants some responsibility, preferably a 9th grader. Someone in this team that's a 9th grader that wants some responsibility, that hasn't been a captain, to take the 2 corner spots. Whoever you are, go. Whoever you are, go. Whoever that person wants to be, it says, look, I'll go for it. Okay, I got 1, I got 2. Okay, guys, I will do this 1 time. Now, we're going to see how good you really are. And I think you got about $400 left on this. When I say go, you're going to take the word yes and pass it to the right. It's going to go all the way around the circle. When it hits you, no is going to go back to the left. It's going to go all the way around the circle. When that hits you, finger snap goes to the right. That goes all the way around the circle. When that hits you, hand clap goes to the left. That goes all the way around the circle. When that hits you, you turn, face me, and scream, stop. You need to win 2. It's like singing it from beginning to end. You're playing it from beginning to end. Get into key spots, guys. Now, let me tell you, if someone in the team cheats, I give the point to the other team. All ready? And this is the other thing that bothers me. Some of you let people stand out of line. Make them part of your group. Don't let them get out. Make them stay in the framework of the group. Ready? And go. See who's ahead in the first round? This group's ahead by about a second. Good leadership, good leadership, good leadership. It's going to be close, it's going to be close. Technical, point goes here. You go, what? You had about 6 people all clap together. You go, no we didn't. Now you know what? If you were watching the group, you saw it happen. How many saw the violation? It was an obvious violation. Okay, good. Scores 1-0. Win this one, you got it. Do or die on this team. I know. Da, 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 da. I give it to you. Ready? And go. Ooh, close, it's tight. Close. This could be it. Bingo! Now, let's look up here for a second. What we've proven is that I can get you to do better by having you in competition. There's absolutely no question. What I want to do is upgrade the game now. If I could pull you back a little bit, can I make a straight line across here with a couple of you guys, okay? All right, and pull back like this, and yeah, young man, you want to come in here and be a part of this group? Good. Now just make a straight line across here and hook it in so we're all one. What I'm going to do now is upgrade the cooperation. Competition, there's no question. That I can get you to do it. Thanks, you picked up 100. There's no question I can get you to do it through competition. I want you to watch what's going to happen through cooperation. It was Jennifer, right? And Craig? Greg? Okay, Jennifer and Greg, here's what I'm going to do. Greg, this is what you're going to do. You're going to pass this. It's going to go around, all the way, across, up, and it's going to end with you, Jennifer. The minute it hits you, Jennifer, yell stop. Now, the only people we're competing against right now are ourselves. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to benchmark you every 5 seconds. So it'll start out, Greg will kick it off, it'll go click, 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 click. I'll go 5, 10, so forth. When it hits with Jennifer, we'll know our final time. Then we'll compete against it. Now, there's always a temptation to cheat. Trust me, don't. It will only confuse the game. Okay? Get ready, Greg. Let's get ready for it, buddy. And now check the benchmarks. Go. 5, 10, 15. You're going to be in good shape here. 20, 25, 30, 35 seconds. That's incredible. Now let's look at something. It took you 1:36 to number half the group. You just passed the thing through double the size of the group in 35 seconds. Now I want to do it again, only I want to improve the time. So listen for the benchmarks. Okay, get ready, everybody. Good job too, gang. That was pretty good. In fact, that was really good. Ready? And go. 5. You're going to be ahead. 10. You're way ahead. 15. 20. 25. Whoa! 26 seconds. Give yourselves a hand. That's incredible. That is incredible time. You just knocked 9 seconds off the time. On that good. Thanks, got one. I knew I had it. You know why? There was a conversation going on. It's impossible to react that fast, pull out of conversations. Now, let's get this really tough, Greg, because you're good, so I can push you this far. If you pass that around, they're 100 on eye contact. Thanks. Look at you, you're like, gosh darn it, I want that money. I know, I want success. I want you to have to be the best you can be. But you know what? It's a high price. You're going to pass that around. When it hits you, Jennifer, over here, pass this back. So it's going to click, 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 click. Boom, it hits Jennifer, it goes back. The clock goes all the way back. Hits you, Greg. When it hits you, yell stop. Ready? And let's just see how fast you can do it. Go! Good. 5. Now right now you're way ahead where you were. 10. 15. 20. You're probably going to top your best time. 25. Oh, you're going to be really good. 30. There's a chance you could be less than a minute. 35. Well, this is going to be really good. 40. You might be less than 50 seconds. 45. 50. 53. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, let's look at something. Look up here for a second. Let me ask you something. If one person decides not to do it, is it going to control the game? Yes. Somebody said the other day, you mean I got to give up my individuality to be in a musical group? Well, of course you do. 53 seconds, that's unbelievable. You know what the people in this room are really good to go, are going? They're going like, we can do it in less than 50, Tim. Honestly, we can make it better. I'm serious. We weren't even close to as good as we could be. Want to give it one shot? Yeah! Okay, one shot just to see. Here you go. And go! 5. Oh, you're way ahead. 10. Look at that. 15. 20. 25. 30. 35. 40. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. 45. 48. Now you know what? The ability to do it in 48 seconds was in you when you walked in this room this morning. But it took this to get it out. Now I want to ask you something. Which are you doing better with? Competition or cooperation? Cooperation, much better. 48 seconds. Just for kicks. Let's just see how fast we can get it. This is the last time. Ready? Because then I got to get back to doing some other stuff with you. Ready? And go! Give me your best shot. 5. 10. You are way ahead. 15. 20. Oh my Lord, it might be a little bit less than 40. 25. 30. 35. 40. Right on. Now, during the game, you have won $300, but you've lost $800. This puts you down to $300 left. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a chance to make it some on the back. I'll make this worth $200, because let's see if we can put any of this to good use. When I say go, what I want you to do is go back and just pop it down here in the seats. I want the focal point up here, total silence. Now, if you can make it, and see, this is the problem, because I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna like throw the dice out in front of you. If you can make it by the count of 10 and have total silence at the focal point up here, it's worth $200. However, here's what you'll probably do. Most of you will run and take care of yourselves. No, that's the opposite of what we just proved. You can do better with cooperation. If you take care of all the people around you, make sure everybody's taken care of, you'll probably win the money. I'll make it even more. 300 if you make it. 100 to me if you don't make it. By the count of 10, and then total silence, focal point here, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm at 6. You got 4 counts left, and we're there. Give yourself a hand, you made $200. Don't be a ding-dong and lose it. Let me ask you something. Be real honest with me. Be real honest with me. Do you normally work together that well? Yes or no? If you did, would the choir orchestra band be better? Okay, so what's the advantage of not doing it then? Nothing. Absolutely. It's stupid. You know, look, if I opened up a treasure chest and it's full of jewels and stuff, and I said, you got 6 minutes to get anything out of there you want, would you hustle? Absolutely. Would you examine each piece carefully? No, you'd grab everything you could get your hands on. Well, that's what I'm telling you. Get it all. What do you got? October 26, 1993. You got one of them. Get it all. So I'll play this game. You want to play a game, yes or no? Good. Okay, here's the game. Now, you don't look there 100 on eye contact. Thanks. You're like, crap. Don't lose it. I'd love to leave some money here for you. Okay, here's the game. I'm going to give each of you $24,000 cash. This is the management game, okay? Here's the rules of the game. Tomorrow at 8:15, I want you to walk back in this room and give me what you didn't spend. If you all make it by 8:15, if everybody's here on time, I'll let you keep everything you bought. All you got to do is give me the change. Fair trade? Okay, now I don't want to play unless everybody wants to play. It's like music. If we're going to have a rehearsal, everybody needs to be involved in it, not just a few. How many have ever gone through a rehearsal where you did it over and 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 over till the point you get sick of it? Well, you know why you're doing it over and over and over? You're not doing it for most of you. Most of you are like, fine. You're doing it for those few people at the bottom, okay? So is there anybody that does not want to play this game? Because there's no use to play unless we're all going to play. You're kidding. You're in it? Good. Here we go. I hand you 240. There went 100 on eye contact. Thank you. I hand you 240 $100 bills. And I say, see you tomorrow. This place would explode. And the girls are like, get me to a mall. Quick, 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 quick. Right? Now let me ask you something. Would you make sure you spend it all? Yes or no? Yes, you bet you would, baby. So let me ask you something else. Would you be back here on time tomorrow? In fact, you wouldn't be on time. You'd be early, right? So I walk in here tomorrow about 8 o'clock, and you're all sitting here. We got limousines out there, you know, and everything. And everybody's got new clothes. I go, how you doing? You go, yeah. You have a good time? Yeah? Jeez, where'd you get all those new clothes? So I spent my money on, man. You know, we got stereos sitting all over this place, right? I said, you had fun? Yeah. I said, is everybody here? Yeah, we're all here, Tim. Everybody? Yeah. Then great, you get to keep everything you bought. Oh, everybody's like, oh, I love you, oh, I love you. Oh, yeah. So wait a minute. Give me the change. You promised to get back what you didn't spend. How much will I get back? 0, the big donut, right? Oh, somebody might give me $1 or something, you know, kind of be a joke, right? I say, great. I said, boy, you look a little tired. Well, Tim, I've been up all night spending. I just walked in there, I didn't sleep. You didn't sleep all night? I just had to spend all my money. I said, great. You probably want to go to sleep now, don't you? Yeah, because I'm very tired. I said, great. I'll tell you what. Those of you who want to go to sleep, you go to sleep. The rest of you, I'll give you another $24,000. You can play again. Would you do it again? Yeah. I would. Sure, come on. Newfound energy, right? Off you go. Next day, we have helicopters landing out here, right? Your name painted on the side. I go, how you doing? You go, great. I go, it's only 6:30 in the morning. I know, but we ran out of money. Have fun? Oh, God, have fun. It was wonderful. It's great. Well, you're all here? Yeah. Then you get to keep everything you bought. Yay! Hold it. Give me the change. How much will I get back? Nothing. I go, what's wrong with your eyes? You haven't slept for 2 nights. I'm dead. I said, you probably want to go to bed. I sure do. I'll tell you what, you either go to bed or I'll give you another $24,000. Would you go again? Most of us would go again. We do this day after day after day after day after day. One day you walk out with your friends, and you say to your friends, you go, what are you going to buy? So you know what, I've got everything. I got stuff I don't even need. So we got to get rid of it. I said, you know what, let's do I said, you know what, thanks. I said, you know what, let's do? He said, let's gamble it. You're like, what? He said, let's gamble it. I said, you idiot, what if we lose it? He said, the guy's going to give us 24 tomorrow anyways. It's crazy. Let's go. Oh, okay. Off you go to Atlantic City. Right? You walk in a casino, you go, I've never been in one of these places before. This is weird. Guy goes, come here, let me show you how this thing works. He drags you over to the dice table. He said, now, if you put $1 down on 6 and you roll a 6, it pays double or nothing. You get $2 back. You're kidding. He says, watch. And he puts a $10 bill down, rolls it, hits it, gets 20 bucks back. He goes, this is incredible. Thanks for the 100, guys. Appreciate it. It was just a small eye contact problem, no problem. Look, you're like, dang it. So, he says, you take your 24,000 and push it out on 7. All of it. Now, did your little voice in the back of your mind just go, no, dummy, save some, right? 24,000, push it out on 7. Your friend matches it with 24,000. You got 48 grand riding on 7. Picks up the dice. He says, you roll. And roll. 3 and 4. Oh my God. 48,000. Double. 96 grand is the pay. Look at your friends, you go, God, what are we going to do? Friend says, let's roll them again. Says, how much you want to leave out there? Friend says, all of it. Oh! Dummy! Stupid jerk! 96,000. Put it on 7. Dice. Don't worry. It's fine. Roll. 2 and 5. $192,000 is the pay. Just roll it over here, baby. Then your friend said, what are you going to do? Friend says, let's roll them again. How much will we leave out there? All of it. 192,000. Put it on 7. Dice. What's going to happen? It's amazing. You know what? You're telling me you're going to lose. We've got you programmed to lose. Are you kidding? I'm making up the game. You think I'm going to lose? I'm making it up. Don't ever tell yourself you're going to lose. Don't ever walk into a test and go, don't flip with it, don't flip with it. Because the whole subconscious will go, you want to flip? No problem. We're going to win, don't worry. I'm making it up. I like it. We're in. Ready? And roll. 6. And come on. 1. Okay, I'm up to about $500,000. Look at Fred said, what do we do? Fred says, you know what? If we don't get in a car and we don't get back to Medford, We're going to miss that 8:15 deadline. You're like, oh my God, I almost forgot about that. So you get all the cash, you got about $500,000 now. You get all the cash, you put it in a big satchel, you get in a car, and you have some Limador. Drive you back here, you pull up in front of the school, it's like 8:14:30. Everybody's sitting here because they made the deadline. You're jumping out of the car, dragging this satchel behind you. You come in, and the rest of the music people are going, where have you been? You just about lost the whole game. You're like, you're not going to believe it. Look. And they're like, oh my God, how much have you got? Yeah, I got about $500,000. And I go, what's all the commotion? You're like, yeah, come here, buddy. Check that out. I go, where'd you get that? Went to a casino. Gambling. I go, great, give it here. We promised to get back what you didn't spend. Appreciate it. Look, you're like, oh crap. You know what? Figure it out. You get one, what is it today, October 26th? You get one October 26th, 1993 in your entire life. Spend it. You can't get it back. Now, if you're really pretty sharp about this thing, you're going to figure something out. You're going to spend it on something that makes sense. I got to tell you now, if I pull out the $1,000 right now and I throw it up in front of your face, you're probably going to win it. Because the group's in a lot different situation now than we were before. I mean, you get one shot at it. And yet I watch people, oh man, and you're neat, you're the best. I still watch people go like, do we have to? Do we have to do that? And you know what? It's fine with me if you want to be that way. It's fine with me if you want to be that way. Please don't drag it into a musical performance. Please don't drag it into a rehearsal, because then we all have to take it on. I mean, and I love those of you who are going like, yeah, we're in there, yeah. You see, you walk down the hall and people go, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing great. First people go, oh God, I got oatmeal like those, and I don't feel good, and I think I'm gonna throw up, and Lord, who wants to be a part of that kind of organization? I'll give you that one. You're getting close now. Don't lose it. You're right on the edge of it. Now, I got about 3 minutes here to do this real fast. This is fun. I stay and play with you guys all day long. Let me go to this side over here. Let me ask you something. Could we have done what we did for the last hour if that side had not cooperated? No. If anybody on this side had said, oh, excuse me, death looms near. If anybody over here had said, I don't want to do it, and I think it's dumb, and I'm not going to participate, we'd have been dead in the water. We'd have still been trying to get the circle lined up. So what we got to do, because they cooperated. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to acknowledge them for doing a good job for the last hour. You have 5 seconds. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's not bad. Pretty good. For this early in the morning, I mean, I think that's pretty extraordinary. Now watch what's going to happen. I go to this side over here. Could we have done what we did for the last hour if they hadn't cooperated? No. You got 5 seconds to acknowledge them. 5, 4, 3. See what they did? They came in just a little higher than you did, didn't they? Thanks, got it. Appreciate it. You're so good now that it's easy to tell a mistake. You came in about here, and they shot about here. Now look at this side over here going, well, dang it, if you had another chance. I'll give you one more chance. You got 5 seconds. Go. 5. See what they did? They upgraded what you did, didn't they? Look over here going, oh, come on here. You gave them 2 chances. Give us another chance. You get another chance. Go. 5. Now, you know what? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. These people are going to go on, the benches. They're going to stand up on the benches. Then you, if I go back to you, are going to get on each other's shoulders. Then you will create human pyramids. Then you will hang from the ceiling. Then you will jump off the building. Then you will fly without the aid of wings. You know what? It's so simple. Don't wait Don't wait to compete, to get better. Just stand up for them. It's so obvious. Now, last thing I'm going to say, then I'll give you back to the crew. You know what? 5:30 for me this morning was just as early as it was for you. And when that alarm went off, I didn't go, Army Middle School! Hey! I did just like you did. Oh, God. Oh, God. And my pillow's going, Timmy! I got some more sleep for you! And I cannot tell you the temptation is to lay my head down and go, forget it. But that's not what thinks. That's not what people do. The good people are the ones, the alarm goes on, and they fight that mind over mattress. They go, yeah, let's go for it. As long as I'm up, as long as I'm kicking, I'm in there. I'll tell you this rules, because I don't share this with many groups. In fact, I didn't even share it with your group last night. There's a little girl that has been with me since she was in the 7th grade. Stephanie right now is fighting an incredible disease called leukemia. And Stephanie was supposed to die last January. She's now in college. Since the 6th grade, she's been hanging around and everything. She refuses to die. And she's doing it just out of sheer brain, willpower, positive thinking. The doctor said, January, she's out of here. We are now coming into Christmas season, and she's still around. I gotta tell you, she's not doing well. But she's still there. And the reason I was thinking about Stephanie is because last night after I got back after the session, some of you came to, which I appreciate, I gave her a call. She lives out on the West Coast. I gave her a call in the hospital, and I know she's down to days. And that phone rang, and she picked up, she goes, hi, this is Stephanie. I said, Stephanie, this is Tim Lawson. I said, oh, how you doing? And we had about a 30-minute conversation. And you know what most of the conversation was about? Me. I could not get the young lady to talk about herself. And at the end of the conversation, I said, Stephanie, how are you doing? She goes, great. She goes, I'm doing great. And I know that's not the case. But you know what? That kid's not going to give up. I'll take the Stephanies of life any day of the week. Now, the last thing you have to do is get up early to come to listen to a fat, bald old gypsy. So I got to tell you, I came here 2 years ago and I had a great time. And the only thing that's different this time is I think I had a much better time this time. I look forward to the time I come back. I'll give it to the bosses. God bless. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.